How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Skyrim video. Today, I'm going to be going over 10 facts about Skyrim that you may or may not have known. Now, I want this to be sort of a test for the OG players of the game. If you know all of these facts, let me know in the comments. You are a certified OG. If you don't know all of them, hopefully you learned something new. So the first fact is actually about Helgen Keep. So a lot of people don't know this, but in the room with the bear at the end of Helgen Keep, behind the carts with the wine in it, if you turn around, you will see a fire pit in the distance, and that fire pit actually has a health potion. Not a healing potion that restores HP, but a health potion that increases your maximum HP by 20 for about 30 seconds. This is pretty useless information, however it does sell for about 70 gold, so if you need a little bit of extra money early game, may as well take it. It only weighs 0.5. Right, so fact number 2 is Uthgard the Unbroken is an NPC who lives in the Bannered Mare in Whiterun. So the Bannered Mare is the inn in Whiterun, and Uthgard can be seen sitting in her seat in the back of the inn 24/7, and she would never ever leave unless you do something that makes her get up. She would never get up. And fun fact actually, unless you have mods or Creation Club stuff installed, she will never ever leave that seat, let alone leave the inn. But what's interesting is she actually has a home in Whiterun. It's actually directly to the left of the main city gate. If you go up the steps, it's one of the first houses in that little district. So since she never comes home, it's a free house that you can rob with absolutely zero risk of getting caught at any given time. The third fact in Skyrim is sort of a funny little quirk of the game. When you get arrested, the guards actually take everything away from you. However, they do not take away your ability to use magic. So if you want to fight your way out of a jail with magic as a mage, you can absolutely do that. Which I think is very funny, how a game where magic is very much a reality, you'd think they'd have special magicka, reducing handcuffs or something like that for mages, but I guess they never really considered it. Now the fourth fact is, during the Thieves Guild questline, when you get the skeleton key as one of the final quests, you don't actually have to return it. In fact, you can keep the skeleton key for as long as you like. By the way, quick side note, the skeleton key is an unbreakable lockpick. So you can take the skeleton key and go unlock a bunch of adept, expert, and master level locks and grind lockpicking all the way from level like 30 to 100 with absolute ease and zero consequences. And then you can return the skeleton key once you've completed that. Now this fifth one is a pretty easy fact. I'm sure a lot of you know this, but if you're semi-new, you might not know that. Dragons only actually ever spawn in the game once you kill the first dragon at the Western Watchtower during the very beginning of the main questline. So if you don't want to have dragons in your playthrough, simply do not advance the main questline beyond Bleak Falls Barrow, and you won't have to put up with them. Now the next fact, fact number 6, is tangentially related. If you go to a dragon burial site, normally you will find a dragon, sometimes a dragon priest, and a boss chest that you can have as a reward for that fight. However, if you go to a dragon burial site before you kill the first one and unlock dragon spawning, what happens? Well, actually you fight a leveled wild animal. So if you show up at a low level, you will be fighting a pack of wolves. If you show up at a medium level, you will likely fight a saber cat. And if you show up at a high level, you might fight a bear or a troll or something of that sort. Fact number 7, I'm sure a lot of you already know this as it's sort of a meme. Despite the fact that Nazim constantly berates the player for not going to the Cloud District, he himself will never be found in the Cloud District at all. Even if you follow him around for 1,000 in-game days. In vanilla Skyrim, he would never go to the Cloud District. By the way, for those of you who don't know, the Cloud District is Dragon's Reach. That's it. The Cloud District is just Dragon's Reach and everything at that area. Alright, fact number 8. There's an NPC in Riften known as Nura Snowshod, who will very often be found praying at the Shrine of Talos behind the Thieves Guild's secret exit, and she will always have a flame atronach staff that you can pickpocket off of her. The reason I know this is because pickpocketing XP is directly correlated to the value of the item that you pickpocket. So if you have a decent pickpocket necklace and a few perks invested into pickpocket success, you can get a reasonable chance of pickpocketing this incredibly valuable item that she is guaranteed to have. Now these next two facts are pretty funny. Fact number 9, in Riften, guards will kill random unnamed thieves. So if you're ever going around Riften in the nighttime and you see a few guards walking around with their bows drawn, kind of being all menacing, it's because there's an unnamed thief who is doing something in the city and they're looking for him. If you actually wait for the guards to find and kill the thief, he will usually have some minorly useful items on him. However, you can't actually loot his armor, unfortunately. And this 10th fact is also in Riften, and this is one that I learned pretty recently, despite the fact I've been playing the game for about a decade. In Riften, if you drop random loot on the floor during the daytime with many NPCs around, there's a chance, a pretty high chance, that one of the NPCs will take the loot, and then another NPC will actually get jealous and say that they saw it first. And basically what will happen is all of the NPCs around will have a fight to the death. Well, usually it'll be 2 NPCs have a fight to the death, and whoever wins gets to keep the loot. So it's pretty funny, but you do have to be careful, because sometimes certain NPCs who have quests that you want to complete, or who are potentially merchants, will get caught up in this brawl, and if they die, well, they're gone for good. So be very careful about dropping random loot in the middle of the city of Riften, as you can lose quest givers and merchants permanently, unless they specifically cannot die. Anyways guys, that was 10 facts in Skyrim that you may or may not have known. If you knew all of these, please let me know in the comments, and tell me how you learned them. And if you didn't know any of these, please let me know in the comments which ones you didn't know. And I think I'm going to make these videos pretty often, actually. I have quite a few facts. I have quite extensive knowledge of Skyrim, so I could come up with a fucking 100,000 facts to give. So if you want to see a part 2, let me know in the comments. If you don't, just click off the video. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. I will see you all next time, but until then, stay awesome as always, and peace out.